So this is Lawrence Latif for the Inquirer. I'm at the Games Developer Conference on the first day, and what you're looking at is a historic games console exhibit produced by mainly Sega, but there's a few other bits and pieces here, and it's pretty cool stuff. Here's a very small selection. You can see here there's some Sega game pads and 3D goggles, or glasses, which is somewhat predates the ones that we see today used on televisions that most people are trying to avoid. This is pretty neat. I mean, you see the original packaging, it's all very exciting. Alas, the future didn't quite pan out for 3D glasses, but some other controllers. And here you see some really cool stuff actually. This is a training material for the Sega Saturn. That was the successor to the Genesis, or the Mega Drive as we know it in Europe. It's very cool. It's from actually the Developers Conference back in, well, spring '94 it says. And looking through here you can see how Sega was actually trying to teach developers how to program for the Saturn. It's very cool stuff. You can see back when PDFs weren't quite as popular as they are now. And then even more retro is the VHS tapes given out to developers. So this is also from Saturn. If I can get a close-up, hopefully it's focusing. You can see that developers actually had to watch videos, much like they do now, but without the help of YouTube. It's pretty cool stuff. And also here we have, this is also very neat. This is actually for, I believe, the Genesis, or Sega CD actually. Very cool documents. Hopefully I won't break it, but you can see it's some costing documents and stuff like that. It's very cool stuff. And there's also a lot of memorabilia. This is various stickers and badges and so on. Some really cool stuff. Some more Sega stuff, Daytona, watches, and here we have the actual games entertainment cabinet for Genesis. It's just a bundle pack really. So loads of badges. Here's some really cool stuff and cartridges for the Genesis. And some circuit boards here. These are all behind a case, in case anyone tries to steal. So can't get my hands on these, but very neat stuff. You rarely get to see this, and it's quite impressive to see such a collection in one place. So if we just walk around, there's some more on the other side. This is more of memorabilia that you could that's associated with the games themselves rather than hardware. Lots of stuff here. See a Street Fighter jacket, which you'd have to be pretty brave to wear even back then, but very neat stuff. An Arsenal jersey when Sega, or rather Dreamcast, sponsored the team. Some old games. This is pretty cool, but some of the really old packaging we rarely get a chance to see these days in real life. See the artwork kind of stands the test of time, looks pretty cool even now. Can't really go to anything Sega related and not have Sonic. So Sonic the Hedgehog 3, not really one of the best. Neither was DX, but it's hard to beat on Sonic too much. And interestingly, there's also a couple of board games that sort of show how games used to be played before the video game era. That's very cool. And here's some more freebies and stuff that was given out. There's actually quite a lot of Atari stuff here as well. You see neat little knickknacks that you get when you go to these sort of game shows. And the Atari Jaguar there, the ill-fated last real Atari console. So that's just a very, very quick look of one bit of the vintage gaming exhibition here at Games Developer Conference.